Hello, welcome to another Doodlebang video. Let's see, so I did this as usual from the left side of the page, and it'll turn out to be an arm, what I just did there. So anyway, I'm drawing my nephew, one of my nephews, and my brother, who is my nephew's father. And this is from a photo taken, I think it was in 2018, or I think it was 2018. Anyway, maybe 2019. My nephew was on a cross-country team in his high school, so we went to see his meet, and this is a photo I took at that meet. I might not talk the entire time of this video because I don't know if I actually have all that much to say. It's basically the usual, just kind of looking for shapes to define and to articulate, or colors, patches of colors, and hopefully have that, come out looking like the person I'm trying to describe here. I was going to write my nephew's school name on his jersey there, but I just kind of didn't want to have any identifying things. I'm sort of like super careful about that stuff, just in case. One thing I have been kind of practicing with, even though I've been using colored pencils a long time, lately what I've been trying to do is almost use them like I would watercolors, and like sort of layer like pieces of color on top of one another. And in some spots, I think the effect does look somewhat like watercolor. At least it reminds me of watercolor, the way it looks. I don't know if it translates for anyone else that way, but I kind of like that, so I keep trying to avoid using like super definitive lines, and instead just kind of layer like bits of color on top of bits of color. I do have a mini watercolor kit, and a few nice kind of soft brushes. Watercolor is really, really difficult, at least for me, so I haven't done any watercolor on this channel yet, but I might give that a try soon, just to switch things up. I feel fairly comfortable with pencil, but very, very uncomfortable with watercolor, and that in itself might be a reason to give that a whirl. Here it looks as though my nephew has a beard going on, but that's actually just a shadow under his chin. And hopefully that translates by the time this is done. So in the US today, it's Christmas Eve, I know in other parts of the country that's going to be tomorrow or yesterday, just depending on the time difference. And I know in some countries or some regions, Christmas isn't really celebrated or recognized, but of course in the U.S. it really is. So, happy Christmas Eve. It's raining where I am, and it's been a nice day. Got a few errands done in the morning and took a walk in the rain, which I really enjoy. So I wanted, as usual, when I'm drawing people that I actually know or who are maybe recognizable in the public sphere, I do try to make the people, relatively recognizable. And so I was trying to make this look like my nephew. I think it does look like him. At least to me it does. I hope it does to him. And, that's the main, that's the big test when you do a portrait of someone you know, is do they feel like it resembles them. So my nephew has really good hair and lots of it, and it's a lot on the top. And I think when he was running, he was wearing some sort of headband to keep it up, keep it out of his face. I remember it being kind of a fall day and kind of cold, but of course as a cross country or track person, they don't really they're not gonna care if it's too cold. They just keep wearing these small jerseys, not small, tank tops and stuff. Anyway, so that's his headband. I don't know if that looks like a headband, but it's his headband pulling his hair off his face. After I did that, I thought, I should have just pretended there was no headband, because I didn't think I had described it well. I can't remember if this was last year. Last year seemed so long ago. After I finished the drawing, I texted my brother and my nephew and asked them for permission to upload a video of this and to post it on my Instagram. And my nephew just texted back OFC, which I guess means of course, which I really have never seen used, but that makes me happy. And I'm glad that he's okay with me posting this. I happen to be one of those people who's a little nervous about being seen on Instagram, like my actual face. I'm probably going to start posting more of myself, but I just haven't done it. And obviously on this YouTube channel I haven't posted or uploaded anything where I'm like showing myself either. And I'm thinking about possibly starting to do that. I've done some self-portrait stuff so that you guys can kind of see that I'm an actual person. But I haven't done any videos with me facing the camera and talking directly. But I think like for more of a human touch, I might start doing that. I don't know, it'd be a big step. The way my nephew's face and neck look there, I think it was pretty good as it is there, and as per usual, I end up overworking it later on, and I kind of lose the subtlety. So, I'm still practicing not doing that, but I got kind of carried away later on. Those are things that hopefully, in the process, there's always things that the artist or the person drawing knows or feels one way or another about, but it's not really obvious to anyone else. So a lot of times I might feel a certain way about a piece, and it's really, just all for me. No one else seems to notice those things. I don't know if that made sense what I just said, but I guess it's just that thing of when you are the person making something, you can obsess about it and then find out that no one else, gave 2 seconds of thought to it. But for me, I guess I just, I know that the things I make, a lot of things are not how I want them to be, but I want to get close to it. And part of that is just noticing and being honest about the places where I am like overworking something, or maybe taking a shortcut that's not helpful to the piece. So that's my brother. He's always being questioned about his age when he goes places because he looks really young. I really, really tried to do an accurate portrayal of him in this. I didn't try to make him look young, but he really does look very young for his age. And so that's just the way it is. I don't know if I got the height correct. He might be a little bit taller than that, but he also was sort of standing behind my nephew a bit, so that changes the way a person's size appears as well in photos. Yeah, that was a neat day, going over there and watching my nephew run. It was very inspiring just to see all these kids, out in the fresh air, trying their hardest. It's pretty cool. I really just love seeing, especially like just my niece and nephews doing things, but just seeing any kids working hard at something is it's pretty great. Because running is hard. I mean, to me it is. So my brother is a big San Francisco Giants fan. So I couldn't see the actual emblem very well, or that San Francisco thing. So I just kind of made a general orange blur. Right then I was gonna expand the size of the drawing, but then I realized that in the photo his arm is kind of cut off, and I wouldn't know how to fake the rest of that arm, so I just I had to close the boundaries of the drawing again. Oh, so here's where I messed up on working out that neck. I should have just left it. I don't know why I just kept going there. I got all like nervous that it wasn't looking good. Oh, is that my hair? It looks brown.